Hello everyone. Today it's a miserable morning in Sunderland. I'm at Grangetown. I'm on Ocean Road South and we're off to the Hendon Grange, an iconic landmark on like the south of Sunderland if you come in through the Grangetown area. I'm actually on Ocean Road South at the moment. Now you might be able to see a rough sea in the distance. That's the North Sea. Originally it was called the German Ocean, so obviously after the First World War the German Ocean sort of got dropped and it became known as the North Sea. So this particular area, as I said, is Grangetown. If we go north, further down, that's Hendon. And this short video is about the Hendon Grange Hotel. So it's called the Hendon Grange because back in the day there used to be a farm called the Hendon Grange and a settlement around where the public house is there. Sadly the public house isn't open at the moment, apparently it's been closed down. So I don't know if it's ever going to be reopened, but it's got that landmark dome at the top for that. It appears on a map in the 1856 Ordnance Survey map, but I don't know when it was actually built as a public house. It was known as the Hendon Grange Hotel and also the Hendon Grange. But let's go and have a little wander down there. But when this public house was built, this was a largely rural area. Grangetown used to be just like a few properties around the Riot Road area, and Hendon hadn't even really started then. It didn't take off till after the second half of the 1850s, and the two eventually met up. There used to be a Hendon Paperworks just on the other side of this main road here, so it was quite an idyllic thing. There was windmills, quarries, and then the railways came as well. So as I said, it's luckily it's not cold, but it's spitting on a bit. It's a bit windy, so there might be a bit of background noise coming through the camera. But the Hendon Grange, because it was a main pub down here in the second half of the 1800s, busy as well. You wouldn't think it's nearly 9 o'clock, how dark it is. There it is, better view of the whole place. We'll go down the other side of the road where it's a little bit quieter. Like a lot of public houses, it was used, I want to cross over here, to hold inquests. Right, survived that. Because we see it's absolutely quite a large particular public house stroke hotel. It's taking in guests as well. I remember reading there's flower shows here. But with the inquests, if you held an inquest back in those days, because this was before they sort of went to like council offices and the police courts, you would need somewhere big to fit in 12 members of the jury, a coroner, witnesses, reporters, members of the public. And often these public houses had like lounge areas, and obviously the body had to be displayed so the jurors could examine it and make sure that it had been identified and the cause of death ascertained. But if you look at sadly the top end of the dome there, it's been bricked in where the windows are. But hopefully it can get sorted out and either brought back into use, or even could be even a hotel for that. But I'll give you one example. In July 1894, Thomas Blackett was a 74-year-old platelayer working for the North Eastern Railway Company, and sadly he was working down at Riot Grange Junction, which isn't that far. It's pretty much where the Lidl's is down in Grangetown now, and sadly he was struck by an express train, and as the newspaper graphically describes it, like smashed his skull in. So sadly, his inquest was held here. Like many others, those people who were knocked down, people who died in accidents in the local industries, sudden deaths, a lot of them took place in here. Now, I'm going to do another video now. This one's the Hendon Grange video, but I'm off down to Hendon Beach, which is just round the corner. And I'm going to show you how rough the sea is, and also it's perfect for a story I was going to do about one gentleman who had an inquest here. But before I go down there, I just want to show you one of the old railway lines down here. Didn't think it would be this busy. It's Saturday morning, I haven't even had any coffee yet. There are a couple of streets here, but you can see it went from being like a rural area to an industrial area, and now it's a bit of an industrial wasteland. So how much land is down there you could build on down there, but again, now it is going to be quite windy down here. Can you hear that sea? So if you're watching this video, the next video I'm going to do is either probably going to be called something like the Hendon Beach and the wreck of the Quillotta or something like that. So I'll just take you down here to the edge of Ocean Road. Okay, this railway crossing here. God, the waves are high. I don't think this is in operation here, because, or is it? The railway line to Seam's further back, where I started the video. That was it. But, there we go. Good old railway tracks. Such a barren place. Right. If you could do me a big favour, if you could give the video a like if you did like it, or if you want to click on the subscribe. I think before I start this video it was 2,499, so we need one more subscriber, which is 2,500. So thank you very much for watching. I'm off to Hendon Beach now, so hopefully that video will pop up on your timeline. So see you later.